Hello, this is Adam, and I just want to talk about Cuba for a minute. So, the people in Cuba are protesting their government, not just because of COVID, but because of years of oppression due to dictatorship. And they have a communist dictatorship. Um, Anyone that supports communism is outright evil at this point, in my opinion, because we've tried communism over and over and over again, and it never works out. People die, and there's really nothing great about it. I know on paper it sounds great, and I know in college universities it sounds great. Your professors are probably communist. But until you lived under communism, you don't know how bad it is. And not to say that capitalism is great. Like I said, capitalism is a system based on greed, and that's why the rich should pay their fair share. Um, but that is human nature. It's human nature to want more and be greedy. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Um, I mean, even the Native Americans before Europeans showed up, they stole each other's land. They took from each other. They enslaved each other. They wanted more land. A different tribe took from another tribe, wanting their land, wanting their resources. Yeah, maybe the tribes are more, sharing with each other, but the whole idea of there being a society of people, on this planet where socialism or communalism is works in the long run, it just doesn't happen. People get greedy, people want more, and they eventually it just doesn't work out. They tried a bunch of hippie communes in the 60s and 70s, and by the time the 80s came around, I mean, people were like, I'm tired of not being able to eat anything. I'm going to go get this job at a bank or whatever. I mean, literally, that's what happened. So, that's why the hippies, you don't really hear about hippies anymore. I mean, there might be some stragglers out there that claim to be hippies or whatever, or but they all had jobs and whatever. But at this point, I think that we know that capitalism is better than socialism with restraints. I do think there should be restraints and restrictions and whatever. Like, for example, with hand sanitizer during the pandemic, the FDA just let anyone create hand sanitizer, and then a lot of the hand sanitizer that people were making had cancer-causing agents in them. The FDA had to stop them. So we do need restrictions, and we do need people to pay their fair share. I don't think it's fair that Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and whoever get any tax breaks whatsoever. They should pay their fair share. And I'm just saying, like, I believe in capitalism with restrictions. I believe in capitalism with government programs, social safety nets. I don't believe in socialism at all. Absolutely not. And like I said, people confuse capitalism with colonialism. They'll say, well, capitalism is what we had slaves and whatever in America. That was capitalism. No, that was colonialism. Okay, colonialism is different than capitalism. Colonialism is oppressing other people and getting rich off of that. Capitalism is not about oppression. Capitalism is about you starting a business and then people paying for that, paying for your product. And not by force. You don't do it by force. Colonialism is by force. Capitalism is by free will. You freely give money to Jeff Bezos. You freely pay for things, right? That is capitalism. Okay? And no one forced you to buy from Jeff Bezos. The reason why you bought from Jeff Bezos is because everything else was shut down during the pandemic, or because they have better products. I mean, Amazon can deliver within 2 to 3 days. Who else can do that? No one, right? I mean, Amazon is it. There's literally no one on the planet that could do that. I mean, Jeff Bezos figured out a way to deliver products, to drive down the market shares or whatever, to, and I'm sorry for this happening, but get other people out of business so that his business could be more profitable. That's capitalism. And the reason why he was able to do that is because more people liked his business over everyone else's business. And then he bought businesses, or he sold diapers for a really low price until diapers.com went out of business. And then he was like, okay, or I'll buy your business. And he bought their business. That's just the way capitalism is. And it's sorry that they went out of business, but, we can't have them all. We can't have them all. We choose with our money which businesses we want, and we often choose the things that are most convenient than things that are more ethical. And by the way, the ethical businesses, the people that say, oh, we're gluten-free or all this other free, a lot of that is nonsense too. So don't fall for it. Don't fall for these business models. Every business in America is about one thing, and that's making money. Okay? There's nothing else. Okay? They're not about you. They don't care about your feelings. It's about making money. And that's just the way capitalism is, okay? But does that mean that it's bad or evil? No. You can always find another business to go with or get hired from or whatever in a capitalist country. Anyway, socialism is controlled by the government, and the government decides everything. And we've tried socialism in literally every country, in all these countries, and it never works. And by the way, Nordic countries are not socialist. They're free market countries that have government programs. Even I think the leader of Finland or Denmark had to come to America to say to college students that they're not a socialist country. They're a free market-based society. Thanks.